Here I want to talk about, what's going on in this world and what's going on. The ones who like to go to court, who likes to go to court and stuff like that. I don't. I used to work for a court. I used to work at the courthouse. I'll say that. And I worked with the victims. I used to bring the victims to court. And so the conversations that we used to have on the way to the courthouse is unbelievable. Okay, I remember I was just how old was I? Was like 22 at that time because I hadn't too long got out of high school, but I worked at the courthouse and I used to drive the people to court who didn't have cars, transportation, and stuff like that. And it started off as volunteer, and then after a while, I got into it and got into the office and stuff, and just started helping them and filing things and different stuff like that. So that's one part of my life at that time. But it's just having that experience being around different types of people, the public, and being aware of the judicial system and knowing that it ain't no joke. That's one place I do not like. I'm saying it's good to have courthouses and stuff like that because you want to lock up them ones that did stuff. You know what I'm saying? And not obeying the law. And you learn. And I'm glad I learned at a young age what it was about. And I should sit in the courthouse and stuff like that and on different cases. So I looked at that in a different way than others would because, I was able to see this stuff. And then they had a big library inside the building. I would go in there and look through some of the files and different things because this is where they would store everything at. I'm giving this information out a little bit, but you still don't know what judicial system I was at and what city I was at and stuff like that. But it's just having that experience and being around the different people that work at these places and you deal with a lot of different things and then people going to jury duty and stuff like that. I just never liked jury duty and and that was one way I was able to get away with a lot of stuff too by working at these places because you see what people go through at the courthouse and stuff like that. It's not a good feeling. I don't understand how people get in trouble and go to court and sitting in there and it's just a whole big mess to me. I I don't want to be involved in that unless I really had to. You want to, you could be a witness to different things and stuff like that, but it's just being judged in these different ways and it's just a feeling. It's a feeling I never did like. So I experienced it in a younger age. I'm glad I was in my 20s and I just stayed away from that type of stuff. Because people, like I say, they judge you, and then you got all these different people looking at you when you go to court, and they want to catch you in lies and being put in this being put in this it's like you're in a box. I just used to sit out there and look at the people when they're picking people to be on the jury and stuff like that. They looking at you and sizing you up and all this different types of stuff. I don't like that. I never did. I don't see how people like to go to go to. It just does something to me to get in trouble and go to court and I just that whole scene I don't like it. I don't like it because it's just being judged. It's just being judged. I don't like that. So I try my best to stay away from that type of stuff. Getting in trouble, getting a ticket. If I get a ticket, I go and pay that ticket as soon as I get it. I try to, because I just don't like it. Some people like that type of stuff. That's why they get in trouble and stuff all the time. I think it's the way you grow up and you learn different things. I don't know if this is just me. I just don't like that. I don't even like to be at the courthouse anymore. When I got older, I just don't like it because I think at that point of when I got out of high school, because I wanted to be a police officer when I got out of high school. At first, I did. It was something about that. But then after I went through some different things, the little training and stuff like that, I just didn't want to do that either. It's not a place you want to be at. Not me. It's not a place I want to be at. There's nothing wrong with it. Just like you need help when you need help and you know who to call. Because I'm not going to just be calling a police officer for help if I really don't need the help. Some people just bug them and call them. They want to see them and all that kind of stuff. They get obsessed with police officers and going to court and all that kind of stuff. No, that's not me. I don't like that. There's something wrong with that. Mm-mm. Because it's a personality. Police officers, they have a certain personality. I'm telling you, I've been around a lot of them. They have big heads. They think they more. A lot of them, they personality, they think they better than people. It's like they feel like they have a power over you. It's something about them. So, like I say, I try to stay far away from unless I need one. If I need help, because I know how to talk for myself. I don't need the police officer or lawyer to talk for me. See, a lot of people they need that, but if I really need them, I know who to call. If you guys understand that, because people are people, and when you know how to handle your own business and you know how to speak up for yourself, you don't need them. You only need police officers, doctors, preachers when you need them. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of people, they don't have that insight on that. You only call them, you only need them when you need them. When you have a contact with the higher power, which is God, you don't need their services. It's good to go to the doctor because you trying to keep your body together. You trying to stay in line with that. They went to school, don't mean they know everything. But the connection is God. You connect with God, that's who you need. But I thought I want to share this because it's good information. I don't care if these superstars, they going through the same thing that you are. They're only people. But people look up to them superstars and stuff. You only look up to them because they got all this money. That's all. That's what's the difference? They go through the same thing you go through. They human. And when do they really find out? They find out that they're human when they get in trouble? That's crazy. But when you go to them courthouses, you find out we're all the same. Thank you for watching. This is Michelle with another video. Like I said, every day is different. Get to know a person. Then you can talk. Peace out.